Hey everyone, just going to show you a little bit about how we put this together. Right now I'm working on section 1 from Joyce's 71st. You can see I've got the score right here, and I'm going to show you kind of how this goes together. I've got Mr. Rasner here, there he is, and I use that as a guide to align everything. So right now we're looking over here on this side. This is all of you. You really can't see it, see yourselves, but what you are seeing is all of the audio. If you look, you can see the audio waveforms, and that's all of your playing and how it all sits together. So what I'm doing right now is I'm actually working on the balance of the music all together. And all of each one of these little strips represents you from the beginning of the section 1 to the end of section 1. And if I pull up the mixer, this is you here, just represented from left to right as opposed to top to down. So I do kind of set you guys all up the way you would sound in the band, and then I go about, once I've got it all grouped together, I group it into what are called buses, and then I take those buses, and then each bus represents a section, like low brass, upper brass, low woodwinds, mid brass, woodwinds, which would be everybody except the lower woodwinds, percussion, and then basses. I also have some equalization that I do to get the right sound, because again, with all of you guys in bedrooms, it's a different sound altogether without that. And then I do a little bit of pitch correction just to, that's what all this is right here across the top, to basically what we call normalize your sound. So let's see what we got right here. So this is the beginning of Joyce's, this first section. All right, it's getting there. I'm not quite finished yet, but what I'm kind of looking at now is I have been working the balance on the low brass and the middle brass horns, basically, and the woodwinds. And now what I'm going to do is continue working that. And at this point, I'm going to work the woodwinds, the upper woodwinds, and kind of work that sound, so you'll kind of get to see how that goes. So that's right here. And this is all of the woodwinds. That's from the piccolo all the way down to the alto saxes, not including the tenor sax, not including the bassoon, not including the bass clarinet. They would be lower woodwinds or basses. So it's at middle range and above woodwinds. So let's, you may not notice that much of a change, but I will. So what I do is I put it on a cycle, what's called, it'll just continue to cycle, and then I'll just kind of listen to it and start working. You'll see me adjusting this fader here. So here we go. Alright, I think it needs a little bit more, so now what I do to make an adjustment here is I put what's called touch on, and then what it's going to do is, as I make adjustments to this fader, it's going to actually remember it as we go. So here we go. All right, I'm pretty happy with that little change. You may not have noticed it, but anyway, so the next step in this, once I get all of the sections done doing exactly the same thing in every single section, is I'm going to take this and then bounce it. That's the term used when you move the audio out of the audio workstation or digital audio workstation and move it into Final Cut, which is where I do the video work. So this is the first part that occurs. It happens first. I get the audio, get the music sounding as good as I can get it to sound, and then I take it and then move it into Final Cut to where then I make all your faces show up, and I'll do a video on that too. But I just kind of wanted to show you kind of the process once all of the audio gets into the audio workstation, then how I work the audio to make it sound the best it can sound. So there you go. Hope that helped.